welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are preparing the most delicious pork belly at home. If you just look at this gorgeous piece of meat right here, I mean, this skin on the top gets so nice and crispy and crackle up, and this beautiful meat under the skin gets so nice and soft and juicy. It actually melts in your mouth like butter. This is the Rolls Royce cut when it comes to pork belly, baby. This is too nice. So when it comes to pork belly, there's a few things you need to know. If you watched the first season, I spoke about a very simple formula: execution equals flavor plus technique. Well, this is the first episode on braising. Basically, you need to know about collagen and what type of meat has high collagen or low collagen. When it comes to something with high collagen, which is that connective tissue in the body, anything with high collagen needs to be slow cooked. Low and slow. I'm talking 3-4 hours braising in the oven in some type of flavorful liquid. It is so important to braise that meat under that lovely skin because nobody wants to eat tough meat. So half an hour ago, I threw some salt on the top of the skin. That's to draw out that water. And to get that nice crackle on the top, you need to dehydrate it. So flavor and technique. On the flavor side, we need to give this pork belly a nice spice blend. On the technique side, we need to sear that skin to get it nice and crispy because that crackle, it is so delicious. I mean, nothing comes close to a crackle, crispy skin pork belly. So let's get into it. First things first, let's make that spice blend to go onto that skin. Add in some coriander seeds, some caraway seeds, fennel seeds, just a bit of smoked paprika. You can also add in some sugar in there. I'm on a diet, so I'm going to cut out the sugar completely. If you want a little bit of the sweeter side to that pork belly, throw in some brown sugar and you got a little more sweeter pork belly. And now we smash. Ooh, smells good. So good. Smells so good. Oh my god. So because I put salt on that skin a few hours ago, it is now drawn out all that water. So all I need to do is just wipe away that water, and then what you need to do is score that skin. So it's very important to score that fat, and you want all the seasoning to penetrate through this fat. A pork skin is a little bit tough, so make sure that you use a sharp knife. And as you can see, I have some nice cuts going down this pork belly just before it touches that meat. So let's season this pork belly. First thing, salt. I'm using kosher salt. Kosher salt is very good for meat. Getting the salt into that grooves. Flavor, people. Black pepper. And now that main spice blend. Just want to drop it all over that skin. And now really simple. Just massage that spice into all that grooves. Spread and push. Spread and push. It's going to be packing a punch of flavor. This is the magic right here. It's too nice. So let's sear that skin on that top. Get your roasting tray, high heat. I want this pan nice and hot. Canola oil. Throw in that pork. I'm using a roasting tray because I want that fat to render down from that pork, and that fat is going to give it a nice fond that will mix with my stock and create this flavorful liquid to actually braise that bottom part of that meat in that oven. When you braise anything in the oven for a long period of time, you're actually breaking down that collagen into some gelatin, which then helps that cooking process, making that meat nice and tender. So now that I gave the top of that skin a nice sear, I'm now going to start with that liquid base so that we can braise the bottom half of that meat. So, onion. So I'm cutting my onion into this kind of small kind of tables. I want this to be the base of that pork belly. I want the pork belly to sit on top of these onions and not let that bottom touch that pan. This also allows that flavorful liquid to flow under the meat and cook it and braise it. Make sure your onions are all similar in shape and size. You want this pork to rest on an even base. As I'm burning that onions. So now that that base is in, let's take in this pork belly and place it just on top of it. Lovely. So here's our mirepoix celery. Mirepoix is just a foundation that creates a lot of flavor when you want to braise anything. Here, take your carrots, throw that in. Just want to bring this to a low heat because I want to start creating that flavorful liquid. Some nice garlic cloves. Just a small smash on that garlic cloves and then remove that outer skin. You just want that aromatics. And now the fennel. Fennel is nice and fragrant and goes really well with pork belly. So just chop this. No need to make it all pretty. You're just creating flavor in that pan. It is smelling so good up in here. Some bay leaves. Beautiful. Smells good. Now we deglaze with some white wine. This is just normal dry white wine, Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah, this is good. So now we want that wine to reduce, burn off all that alcohol. Then we're going to throw in our stock. So I would like to add in some more salt. Salt will just crisp up that skin even more. Turn up that heat. Let that wine reduce. Star anise, about 3 cloves of star anise. Some more fennel seeds. Just sprinkle them around. Caraway seeds. And these lovely crackers right here. Cardamom. It's going to be, oh, too nice. Let's give it a bit of a crack. Now that the alcohol has been nicely reduced, I'm now going to add in my stock. Chicken stock, beef stock, vegetable stock, anything that you have at home. I want to add in the liquid until it reaches just below that crackle. I want all that meat under the skin covered in that liquid so we can get that meat nice and tender. Look at that, people. It smells so good. Oh my god. So I want to bring that liquid up to a boil. I don't want it to be over boiling. I just want a good simmer so that when it goes into that oven, that liquid is nice and hot to start the braising process. So let's throw that in the oven. 2.5 hours, the first 30 minutes on a high heat, 180 degrees Celsius, and then I will drop it down to 150 degrees Celsius for that next 2 hours, and that will give me that lovely braise. 2.5 hours later, and there we have it, people. The most delicious, juicy, tender pork belly. It is looking so good. It is smelling so good. That aromatics in that pan, oh my god, it is on another level. You can hear that crackle is nice and crispy, and that's exactly what we want. A nice crispy skin with a juicy meat underneath. So let's cut into this and see what we have here. Man, oh man, let's have a look at that. Damn. Crackle, baby. That crackle. Don't throw away that liquid. That has so much flavor. Reduce it down, throw in some Dijon mustard, and you have the perfect sauce. And it will be too nice. Anyways, let's cut through this baby and see what we have. Hello, hello. Look at that. Oh my god. So juicy. It is absolutely looking succulent. It is cooked to perfection. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. A small crackle test. Oh my god, that is good. Now for that meat. That is so succulent, that moisture. Pork belly always comes out too nice. One of my favorite dishes making at home. Pair this with a nice side of sweet potato mash, or my favorite, butternut puree, and you have yourself the most delicious pork belly made at home. Whew. Now it's time to serve the missus inside, but before I go, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. On the next video, I am making the most delicious and crispy salmon. Oh yes, crispy skinned salmon. It is the Rolls Royce when it comes to fish, and you don't want to miss that out. So hit the subscribe button and I'll see you on the next one.